I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Margie Gray in Indiana and David Smith in Clymer are there to help you.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Carly Krouse of the Indiana Gazette, and welcome to our weekly high school football preview show. We're coming to you from Homer Center High School, home of the defending District 6 Class A champion Wildcats. 2 of the area's top running backs will put their skills on display Friday night when Purchase Line and Blairsville clash at the Bobcats Memorial Stadium in a Heritage Conference game. Purchase Line's Grant Seister leads the area with 445 yards through 2 games, and Blairsville's Dion Robinson is third with 226 yards after making his season debut last week. Both are averaging more than 10 yards per carry, and each has been named the Indiana Gazette Player of the Week. Blairsville is 2-0 overall and looking to go 2-0 in the conference, while Purchase Line is 1-1 following last week's 23-20 loss to Ligonier Valley. Also in the Heritage Conference, Homer Center plays host to Northern Cambria and is hoping to stay in the unbeaten ranks. The Wildcats have been explosive on offense so far, scoring 89 points through their first 2 games. The up-tempo Colts won their opener and then lost 18-7 to Penns Manor last week. United snapped its 21-game losing streak with a 15-2 win over St. Joseph's Academy last Friday, but the Lions face a tougher task this week when they travel to Ligonier Valley. The Rams are 1-1 now with a win over Purchase Line after losing to Northern Cambria in their opener. Salzburg plays at Marion Center in a matchup of teams coming off blowout losses. Salzburg fell to 0-2 with a 50-28 loss to Homer Center, and Marion Center dropped to 1-1 with a 35-7 setback at Blairsville. Penns Manor gained some momentum last week by beating Northern Cambria after losing its opener to Homer Center. The Comets will try to stay on track when they welcome St. Joseph's Academy, which is an independent team from Boalsburg, in a non-conference game. In the Whippeal, Indiana looks to bounce back against Greater Allegheny Conference newcomer Yawk, which has been outscored 85-6 through 2 games. Indiana, which upset Mars in its opener, is coming off a 31-6 loss at Hampton. The Indians will be looking to get their ground game going after gaining just 32 yards last week against the Talbots. The Indiana air attack has been pretty so far, though, with quarterback Jake Zielinskis throwing for 367 yards and 4 touchdowns in the first 2 games of the year. Riley Stapleton is his top receiver, with 17 catches for 196 yards and 2 touchdowns. Apollo Ridge plays host to Katanning in a battle of unbeatens in a Class AA Allegheny Conference game. The 2 teams have put up a combined 186 points already this season, and the winner could gain an early advantage in the race for the league title. Both teams have beaten West Shamokin. The Wolves had a tough start to their schedule and will continue down the same path against 2-0 Highlands, which dropped down to Class AA this year. Derry, which is riding a 20-game losing streak after last week's loss to Mount Pleasant, is hoping for a win over Charleroi, which is also 0-2. And at Punxsutawney, the Route 36 rivalry heats up as Brookville visits the Chucks in a KSAC large school matchup. Both teams are 1-1. Be sure to pick up Saturday's paper for full coverage from Friday night, and check back next week for another edition of the preview show.